police corruption. A third of an entire police department indicted. A third. We have much more detail today. Put up the picture full mask. Now, you may be saying, wait a minute, Doc, this must be a very small police division, police department. No, a third of the East Cleveland Police Department has been indicted on various charges related to criminal police misconduct. Over the past 7 months, 16 officers have been charged with crimes, including the department's former police chief, Scott Gardner, whom you're looking at. I'm going to give you a hell of a background. In September, 5 East Cleveland cops were charged with crimes. Among that number was Scott Gardner, the former police chief, who was not on multiple counts of theft and fraud. The current move identified 11 more officers who exploited the power of the badge while policing. So many officers have now been indicted and accused of dishonoring the department. Only 24 officers remain eligible to work, and hell, they could be indicted soon too. Last week, let's put it up, we covered the police body cam footage that was released during a violation of a citizen's civil rights, including kicking, stomping, and excessively beating suspects in custody, sometimes while the detainees are handcuffed on their knees and complying with officers. None of it mattered to these cops. They were going to act in a criminal manner. The feds maintain the department is ridden with corruption and has tortured the residents they were sworn to serve and protect. The current indictments have been fueled by over 30 incidents that happened between June 2018 and July 2022, and names John Hartman, Nicholas Foti, Ian McKinney, Kyle Wood, Tyler Munson, Brian Stoll, and Larice Mans. Also indicted were Brian Parks, Daniel Toomer, Tristan Holman, and Trey DeHart Robinson as bad actors within the East Cleveland Police Department. Holman, who is currently a rookie cop, a rookie officer in the El Ria Police Department, was fired after his misconduct charges with East Cleveland were released on Wednesday. That's according to the Chronicle. El Ria Safety Service Director Matt Lundy said the charges were so disturbing, the city immediately started proceedings to end his employment. Online records show Holman, with the other 10, will be arraigned in Common Pleas Court on Tuesday, March 28th. Now, let's put them up. The city of El Ria. This is interesting. The police chief, William Pelko, said, and I quote, "We at the police department do not condone or tolerate this behavior. With that said, we have had discussions with the city to move towards the termination of Officer Holman." We're good for them. Now, you all are supposed to be detectives. How come you didn't know this when you hired him? Did you talk to the previous department? Or did you just accept whatever the officer said on the application is true? Did you inquire with the previous department? You see, if we would have already had the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act in place, the information about this officer would have been available not only to the police department he ended up working at later, but to us, the citizens. It's a game changer. A game changer we simply do not have, but we should. All right, Ben, thoughts here?
You're exactly right to remind people about the still unpassed George Floyd Accountability and Policing Act. It's just mind-boggling again how you've got a government in this country that isn't able to even rubber stamp something as obvious as that. There should be a bill that comes up. Here's accountability in policing. You know, the people who keep being caught being unaccountable and being far too violent and taking advantage of their office, we just don't make them accountable. Oh yeah, we're cool with that. Bipartisan. Almost every single person votes for it. No, the opposite.
Yep.
It's partisan. Republicans, for some reason, are against accountability in policing because it helps keep people of color down, it helps keep people in lower economic status down so they get to keep more of the money for themselves. That's the way it always goes. And it still boggles the mind how police officers, they already are given a gun, they already are given a badge and the ability to enforce the law. That's not badass enough for them. They have to also abuse the power. And imagine, God forbid, what is happening to those that don't have body cameras. Thank goodness for body cameras that at least can hold these people accountable. They're doing it with cameras on them. I mean, that's the most insane thing you have to remember. They're being filmed. They know they're being filmed, and they still do it. You should be fired from life, let alone from a police department.
It is insane. We will continue to follow this story because, Ben, I believe more cops are going to be indicted.